Hello, hello. Uh, I just want to take a moment to address the ongoing question that I have been getting quite a bit, both personally as well as on my streams. I'm pretty sure I'll still be getting this question quite a bit, and I do explain it every time it comes up. But maybe I don't explain it in detail every time, so this will be a quick one place to put it all, I guess. Um, a lot of people have been asking why I decided to rebrand at the start of this year. As some of you may know, and anybody new here, if you don't know, I, for 2 years, was Cyan Kincaid, the half vampire, half succubus VTuber. I made my 3D models myself in the very beginning of streaming, and I have updated them and I had worked on them in various different ways over the 2 years that I had been progressing. I have come up with various different outfits for them. I had increased or improved upon the way hair moves and the way wings move, made tiny adjustments, come up with themed outfits, and I even had a few forms that I hadn't released yet publicly. I was also working on getting a live 2D model, so I had huge folders of references of all the different things I wanted to put into live 2D, all the different changes I wanted to do, of things that I wasn't capable of doing within Unity. So I wanted to try them out on the live 2D whenever I had it commissioned. I had edited a lot of photos. It took me days upon weeks finding certain pictures, certain animes that I was using for reference. And in December of last year, my hard drive died. My entire hard drive that had all my models and all my Unity stuff saved into it is gone. I may be able to recover some of the files. I know a lot of the artwork I had done, had commissioned, PNGs I had been using had been saved. I was smart enough to save a lot of my stuff into Google Drives, but I was not smart enough to save the stuff I had edited and the stuff I had worked on personally. So there was no recovering any of that. There may be a way to recover it at some point, but there was no way to do so immediately. I had to quickly get a new hard drive so that I could continue onto streaming right away. But I kind of basically had to start from square one, and it was a little frustrating. So I kind of took that as the incentive to, start fresh. And I'd already had the idea of rebranding prior. The only reason I really didn't was because I was very attached to the character I had created, and that I had worked hard on, and that I was already planning things for. But with all that gone, I was now free to go and search for something else. Since I'd already had the idea of doing a carbuncle, I just ran with it. And the main reason I jumped on it so quickly and decided to not just use the time to look for references for a carbuncle and use that time to instead look for the vampire succubus themes I was doing before, was because I'm not a lewd tuber. I am very lewd as a person. I do say a lot of sussy things on my stream. I do flirt with a lot of my friends in a fun way that they are comfortable with. I will sometimes say some very bold and crass things occasionally, but when it comes to that kind of parasocial relationship that is generally associated with most incubi and succubi VTubers, it just wasn't me. And I have no problem with people that do that. Not at all. I have friends that do that. I quite enjoy their streams, but it's not something I personally will ever take a direction for my streams to go. So I would have people that would show up to my streams and expect this kind of personality, and not get it. or they would try to do something to kind of provoke it, and then get frustrated with me when I'm not giving them that kind of attention, because I don't, I'm nice to my chat, but I'm not gonna be your dommy mommy. I might make a joke about it from time to time, but I'm not gonna do it, you know. So I feel like doing a rebranding into something that doesn't have that expectation a lot of the times will free me of that a little bit. Uh, and I feel like this fits a little bit more of what I want my content to be, as someone that wants to not only talk about anime, but I want to do a lot of JRPG games in the future, a lot more of them at least. Much looking forward to the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters going on to PlayStation 4. I'll be playing those soon, and I'm really excited for it. A lot of other JRPGs I want to try out, like the Tales series, maybe some more Persona games, maybe even some more Digimon games. I'll go back and play some of the old ones I love. But being a carbuncle summon from an older Final Fantasy game, I think fits my style a lot more. I think it will be a lot more fun, a lot more relaxing, and maybe a bit more unique, I guess. So yeah, that's just a quick explanation for like why I decided to rebrand. It wasn't something that I completely did impulsively because I lost a hard drive, because it was something I was thinking of prior. It was just the losing the hard drive kind of made me do that final shove into doing it. But also, it wasn't something I did on a whim. The fates kind of told me that I can no longer have these things. So, as much as I love a lot of my old art, and I know a lot of my community very much loved the PNG I was using up until recently. I'm happy to let it go and have a fresh start, and we'll have more forums and more art coming of the new redesign soon. So if you stop by my streams on Twitch, if you're a regular community member, or if you're new, regardless, I hope to see how much y'all enjoy anything I do, and how much work I intend to put into the new lore and everything that goes along with it. So back on to saving for a live 2D model. But yeah, I hope that answers the question, and have a wonderful, wonderful day, week, rest of the year.